Boys and girls, welcome back to the Charlton Athletic Career Mode. What is it, episode 14 today? Something like that. I think that's about correct. Anyway, guys, we're going to start this episode today just having a look at the training drills that I did say last episode we were going to do. I've just done them, so we might as well begin by seeing if anybody from the team has gone up a rating. So let's just check. Lapsley and Smith Rowe. That's good, actually. His agility and ball control went up, Smith Rowe, that is. And then I think both stats went up for Lapsley, who now goes up to a 66. Now, the idea for Lapsley, really, is to get him towards a 70 so that when we get to the Prem, he can be like a rotation/backup player for us. Because we love having those Charlton-born and bred players usable throughout the entirety of the career mode until we reach our inevitable goal, our eventual goal of hopefully winning the Champions League. Now, the other thing, Purrington, halfway to a 70. Once he gets to a 70, I'll swap in Vandenberg or Greenwood because I need to start training those guys up to be Prem League ready. So, let's have a look at our calendar for today. First and foremost as well, we've got the remainder of the last week really of the transfer window. In fact, the last 4 or 5 days there. So, things might happen in that regard. And of course, we do have games against Barnsley on the 1st, Stoke on the 8th, and Nottingham Forest on the 12th. Probably looking to play either the Stoke or the Forest game and simming the other two. Probably Forest because they're literally, yeah, that could be huge if we can claw back 3 points on those boys because they are running away with the league by 8 points at the moment, and we need to stop them in their tracks. There's a lot of games left to play, guys. We can still reach. Wow, I didn't actually notice that as well. We're on equal points with Stoke in second, so equally important games. We might even only do 2 games and then play the Stoke one, and then beginning of next episode we might play the Forest one. In fact, I think that's what I will do. But for now, here is the last day of the transfer window. Surprisingly, no bids have come in for any of our players. So I'm happy with that for now, you know. I don't think anybody needs to go out. I don't think anybody needs to come in. I would consider selling and shipping a couple of players out on loan. But I like our squad right now where it is. Here is a transfer offer for Darren Pratley. One player I could potentially cash in for. Let's see if we can get a deal done here. So they've accepted a compromise of £310,000. So he's going to go off to, I believe, Turkey. That club that came in for him, I think they're from Turkey. So we do get £310,000 for the services of Darren Pratley. Some nutty geezer outside my window. Darren Pratley, the 34-year-old midfielder, has decreased by about 4 ratings, 3-4 ratings in the duration of this career mode so far. So a good time to cash in on him. And again, I think the other player I would consider selling is probably Pierce. Wouldn't be ideal. Wow. Oh, that's Piemonte Calcio. That's Juventus, right? Why have we not got the rights on this FIFA for Juventus? That's so odd. But anyway, 4 hours left of the transfer window. We'll take this all the way down. And 2 office notifications here. Things getting spicy. Pratley sold. There's confirmation. A transfer offer for Lyle Taylor, 1.3 million. We're just not even going to bother with that because he is going to be a key part to the rest of our season. I mean, technically, if we were forced to sell him, Greenwood could do a job, as well as Hamed, Bon to an extent. He's actually been scoring quite a lot of goals, hasn't he, Bon? But it's certainly far from ideal to be selling Taylor, and we have not sold him because that is the end of the transfer deadline day. Here is a squad report from our youth players. Look at these players. I think, oh, Shinley was a goalkeeper. That's quite interesting. So anyway, sorry, let's start from the beginning. Bjorn Kuntz looking at 57. Shilu at a 50. Bing Dejao at 47. Might have to get rid of this guy maybe. I know he's only 15, but may not be good enough for us. Chao Chen looking very, very good for the future. 16 years old. Dewe Zhao still looking very, very solid for the future. I think that was one that we promoted in the last episode, Zhao. So he could be very, very good. He's already at 55, which is pretty much the same as Morgan and 2 years junior to Morgan. Shinley, and that's actually it. So let's keep an eye on Dewe Zhao because he could be a very good player if we have the ability to put training effort into him. Jake Forster-Caskey, oh, we need to get a deal done for Forster-Caskey before he signs a pre-contract agreement. I forgot, actually, there's still a few contracts I need to tie up, so I might do that now. And then player chats, it looks like Gallagher is asking to be played. I think I'll definitely play him, so I'll tell him that straight to his face. And then Lapsley says, I know you will eventually be looking for a replacement midfielder, but I think I can fill the role. I'm going to say this is your chance. Because he's going to have some chances and he needs to take them. Anyway, let's sort those contracts out, and then once we've done that, we'll move on to our game now against Barnsley. We'll probably sim that one. We'll definitely sim that one and see how we do. So we did get some contracts done. We got them done for, let me just have a look. We got Forster-Caskey down for another 3 years, which means we can actually sell him for a bit of money if we need to. And of course, he might be used for the remainder of the season. Matthews as well, we signed for 2 years, again for the similar reasons. And there was one more player somewhere. It was Ben Amos, who we got down for another 2 years. These glasses are really winding me up. But that's just because we might need a keeper going into next season. You never know what can happen. And so that gives us a little bit more stability going forward. Now we need to change the team around and get ready for this game against Barnsley. So this is the team we're going to go into the Barnsley game with. Taylor a little bit worn out because I think he came off the bench despite playing the day before. I think he came off the bench against Man United because last episode we had 2 games in 2 days, which is ridiculous. So he's a little bit unfit, but still definitely sharp enough to start. We've given the captaincy to Cullen, and the reason for that is because Jason Pearce has gone down to a 69, and meanwhile Naby Sarr has gone up to a 70, which means I'm going to start starting Sarr now because I believe that the number ratings are very important, especially when you sim games. As well, I think it's fair to give Naby Sarr a chance. So team's looking decent. Team's looking very, very good for the future. I think I think Gallagher might have gone up 1 as well, just like naturally. And maybe a couple of other changes in the squad. I'm not 100% sure. But we are looking... I think Morgan went up, for example. But yeah, we're certainly looking good. We're certainly looking like a team that are very competitive in this league. And certainly, I hope, looking like a team that can now go on and defeat the mighty Barnsley. So 1st of Feb, guys, let's get into this game and see if we can pull off a result here. I'm hoping so. They just lost 4-0 to Preston, by the way. And it's a 2-1 victory. That seems to be happening a lot. And Aaron Oztuma, by the way, is the player who grabs the 2 goals. Again, potentially a shout for Player of the Month, although that happened in February, didn't it? So, I tell you what, it's actually the 1st of Feb. So let's go to the Squad Hub and decide our Player of the Month. This has happened quite suddenly. I need to make a decision here on the spot, but I think I know who it's going to be. And it is going to be the goal scorer, Lyle Taylor, who gets the Player of the Month award for January. Now, by the time this video goes up, he very well may have left the club. This won't go up until, I think, 7 days after I record it, maybe, something like that. So he might have left, but for now, he's getting the Player of the Month because he played very, very well for us in game. So, 2 games left, actually probably 1 game left this episode. Now I realise the importance of the next 2 fixtures, and we need to prepare now for a game against Stoke. And what better way to prepare for a game against Stoke, I was about to say Barnsley there, than with a training regime. And nobody goes up, disappointingly, by very, very close. Smith Rowe not too far back from 72 now as well, and everybody else doing pretty well. Purrington almost at the stage that we wanted to get him at, which was a 70. And then I have repeated this before. I have said this before and I am repeating it, but we do want to get either Greenwood or Vandenberg straight into a bit of training. But let's get rid of this week now. And what's this? Oh, we've got some UTDEM reports. Nothing's really changed here. We know all about this. So we'll continue now through to the Stoke game. Here we go then, February the 8th, and Stoke City, the opponents, away at what I believe is called the Britannia. I always get scared when I confidently call a team stadium something because I'm worried I get it wrong. But there's the team. We'll play the match and see how Stoke fare against the Addicts. A cold, wet, rainy away day at Stoke. Who would have thought it? So this is how Stoke line up. It seems Federici gets the nod ahead of Butland, which is interesting. Very good players though. Nick Powell, Sam Vokes. You've got Duffy, you've got Klukas, you've got Edwards, Lindsay. Good team, Stoke. I don't know where they're knocking about in the table. I think it might be near the bottom. But, actually no, what am I talking about? I was getting confused with real life there. Anyway, Charlton starting 11 is as follows. You've already seen it. I don't really need to give you much more light on it. But the bench there may be the only thing that you weren't aware of. Naby Sarr, can he come into Jason Pearce's position and be as solid defensively as Jason has been? We'll soon find out. Here's Basagog early on. Great save from Dylan Phillips. Sorry, a bit late commentating on that, but I didn't expect them to get through so easily. And all of a sudden, left-footed, driven shot there, a little bit closer to the corner, and that could have gone in. They've got a corner now, though. 4 minutes played only. Can we get this away? We can't. And Dylan Phillips collects that one as well. Let's see if we can get a counter straight away. And Smith Rowe gets his head on it. Can he chase it now? Come on. Uh-oh, here comes Stoke. Need to stop that pass there. And it's a good block from Lockyer. And Sarr just about gets his foot in there. We need to counter right now. Let's go. Here's Cullen to Oztuma. Nice touch from Oztuma out of his feet. Oh, that's a sliding challenge. Very, very ugly there from... I don't know who that was. One of their midfielders either way. He's going to get a booking for that. And it is Ryan Woods who goes in the book. Uh-oh, here comes Stoke in the box now. Vokes can't get... Well, Sarr can't get it away now. Here's Vokes again. Tries the cross. We are struggling to get out of our own half here. To be perfectly honest with you. And I'm hoping that this can be where things turn. Because look at this run from Greenwood. And back to Oztuma. To somebody. Oh, I thought we were going to get the shot off there. But unfortunately it's not to be. Smith Rowe to Cullen. Gallagher does one. He's going to go all the way, is he? Conor Gallagher gets tackled very, very well at the last second. Smith Rowe. Could be a counter-attack here. Well found is Conor Gallagher, who appears to be carrying an injury. But if we can get this right, and it looks like we have so far, then it could be a goal for us. Come on, Taylor. Come on, Taylor. Yes! Lyle Taylor bangs in his first of the game. Maybe more to come. Who knows? And puts us 1-0 up away at the Britannia there. They are very, very hard. And a lot of teams are in this league when you play a good team, you know, a good stature team. Their initial press is really, really hard to beat. But then once you do, it's quite easy to counter. It's just about making the right decisions there. And we did. Lyle Taylor puts us 1-0 up. Fair play. And how many goals has he scored for us this season? 16 goals. Well played, Lyle. Well played. Gallagher to Oztuma. And look at this again. We've beaten their initial line. Somebody's catching Greenwood, which surprises me. Can I get the ball? Oh, it's a good defensive block. I thought I could get the low-driven cross in there, but they were well positioned to deal with it. Lyle Taylor, come on, get this. Oh, okay, half-time whistle goes. Thought we might have had a chance to get a second there. Might need to think about subbing off Greenwood, because it seems that he has picked up an injury that doesn't seem to be disappearing. There he is, by the way. Regardless, the score is 1-0. There are the scores around the ground. And let's have a look if Gallagher's... Yeah, he's still carrying that injury. So we actually need to sub him off. I'm going to bring on George Lapsley because he's got that sort of same energy, tenacity and vigour about his play. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can get the win here after 90 minutes. And look at this. They've got man over. I don't know why all my players slowed down there. And they've got a chance to score and they've taken it. It's a really good finish from Basagog. When the through ball was played, my players seemed to slow down. They seemed very, very slow to turn with. And then, yeah, I'm just not sure. Yeah, I mean, he was never going to be caught there. Look at this. Look, all of it. Did you see the little step of Lockyer there? It's like as soon as the ball was played, he purposely slowed down. Very suspect. But the score is 1-1 now. We don't want another draw, so we need to grab, of course, another goal. And it's annoying because it's been all Charlton, really. It really has. Smith Rowe trying to deal with stuff defensively. That is a rubbish lofted through ball. And now Stoke have another chance. It's Basagog and saved by Phillips. Well, how far in front of him did you want to make that pass? Wow, rubbish. Corner to deal with now. Can we get this away? I blooming well hope so. Let's get... Oh, it was a great save again from Dylan Phillips. Unbelievable stop from the Charlton number 1. And it looks like Stoke are enjoying a little spell of dominance here. Can we get this away with Naby Sarr? We can. It's only as far as Badu, though. Taylor trying to do his defensive work. Here's Powell. Cullen. And Powell again. And that should have been a block, I thought. No? Just need to see a really quick instant replay of that because I'm a bit confused. Let's have a look. Was this a block or not? No, it wasn't, to be fair. He just went past it, Cullen. Fair play. So corner ball for Stoke here, please. Stoke, chill, man. Let's get... Oh, my God. They're not chilling. Basagog gets his second of the game from the corner. Gets the run in front of our defender. Fair enough. We didn't deal with that very well at all. Can't be bothered to show the replay, but Basagog gets his second of the game, and all of a sudden I think we need to change. Things here. Right, we've gone ultra attacking for one thing. It will now be Taylor and Greenwood sharing the experience up top. Look at that animation, man. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I was so well positioned, and then it just renders your player absolutely useless. So annoying. I've said it a few times, and it seems to be more prominent recently. They brought somebody on for Vokes, but I've skipped it out of pure frustration. It's Diouf. Lapsley wins the header. He's going to get it back here. Now he's got to make a good decision. Flicks it through to Greenwood, who links up with Taylor. And good work from Greenwood. Needs to make the right decision here. Look at this body. This wall of Stoke players. Oztuma. Oh, just until the finish. He did the right stuff. We still got the ball though. And we get it to Taylor. And now it's Taylor again. Taylor. Oh, wait, what? Oh, they stabbed the ball away. Can we keep the pressure on, please? Lapsley to... Oh, that's rubbish. Taylor with a rubbish pass there. Here's Lockyer. Wins the header, Matthews. Lapsley. Get it through. Does so. And look at this from Taylor. It's got to be a goal from Josh Cullen. It's really brilliantly defended by Woods. And they are defending so well. I can have no complaints if they get the result here. Oztuma's going to come off the pitch, by the way, for Jonathan Lecco for a little bit more pace. A little bit more directness. And look at this. It's Taylor. Taylor turns. Taylor shoots and it's wide. They are so defensively well positioned, Stoke, that I just can't break through, to be honest. Gonna need to get a counter on here. Look at that. It's out to the right wing. Edwards. We're not going to get punished. Right, Smith Rowe with the throw here. Not long left now. Purrington. Cullen to Taylor. And not a lot I can do here. It's so frustrating. They are just everywhere once you get possession. And it looks like it's going to be a win for Stoke here unless we can nick the ball off them. They boot the ball upfield. If we win this header, we've got a chance. But unfortunately, Basagol gets the better of, I think it's Lockyer. Sarr makes the tackle. Sarr. Scoop it. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. There's one more chance in this, I'm sure of it. No. Well, we didn't have time. We've lost 2-1 to Stoke. That is so annoying. Oh, I'd love to see the replay of their second goal. But to be fair, it was really, really hard to break them down in that second half. They came alive in the second half and they get the better of us. And that's the first time in a while, I think, that I've lost a game. I think maybe Middlesbrough I might have lost. And they just about get the better of us here. Let's have a look at their goal. I really want to see their goals on the old replay. Let's go to Basagog's first one. So you can see here, which is peculiar. As soon, look at that, he's got space, don't get me wrong, he's got space, but Matthews is ahead of him. He's further towards the goal, Matthews, right? So when the ball comes through, it seems that Matthews changes the path of his run for no apparent reason to give him an extra step. Not that Matthews was anywhere near him, by the way. And the same with Lockyer. Lockyer's legs just go a bit funny here, look. As soon as they realise he's through, Lockyer's legs just sort of change. Like he stops sprinting, he gets slower. It's very, very odd, and then he starts sprinting faster. Very, very weird. So that was Basagog's first goal. And then his second goal, what happened there? I think it was fair and square, this one, right? Literally just a corner. I think, to be honest, hang on. Even this one, how are you getting in front of Greenwood? I mean, Greenwood's not got the best defensive stats. But yeah, look, Basagog just wanted it more than Greenwood there. Difficult. The second goal was fair enough. The first goal I'm a little bit suspicious about. But Stoke played well. And look, they literally limited us to 2 shots and they had 10. So probably a fair result there. And it's not often that I get shown up by world-class difficulty. But right there, it's happened, unfortunately, guys. So that is actually a blow to our positioning in the league for sure. And we'll have to have a look at the league before we end the episode. So guys, let's just check on Gallagher's injury. Let's hope it's not too long. But it looks like he will be injured for 5 days, so he might miss 1 game. Also telling us here that Hemed is available on a free transfer because he rejected our contract. I'm not too worried about losing him, but I'd rather get a little bit of cash for him for the next transfer window. But guys, that puts us unfortunately down in 4th place. And 3 points now off of automatic playoff positions. Sorry, automatic promotion positions. With Fulham and Nottingham Forest currently occupy. So that was a really important game and we unfortunately did lose it. And 2 bad results really against Fulham and Stoke have left us down in 4th. We need to up our form here in the remainder of the season. But find out what happens next time on the Charlton Career Mode, where we will have a very important game against Nottingham Forest away from home, Blackburn and Luton to contend with as well. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next episode. See you later.